Hello, Scott Thomas here with Stewardship Matters. I attended a conference earlier this year, back in February, and a guy named Andy Crouch spoke, and he spoke about his book, Strong and Weak. He was inspired when he was looking at the Apostle Paul when he said, "When I am weak, then I am strong." And he wanted to unpack that and kind of figure it out, and so he started searching for, well, what did he really mean by the word weak? And the word weak would be equivalent to vulnerability. And there's a good side of vulnerability where there's a transparency about it, where you're real, and that's the good side of it. When you don't want to be vulnerable, you're putting up walls. The strength side would be authority. And so on the vertical axis, we see authority. So as we see authority goes up and it goes down, vulnerability increases and decreases. So if we have no authority, no influence, and yet we have lots of vulnerability, we're down here in suffering, we're down here in poverty. If we don't take on any vulnerability and we pull back and we don't have any influence on someone else, we're withdrawn. It might be that 30-year-old that's playing video games in their parents' basement. And so it's being withdrawn. And some people do that at the end of their lives. They just don't want to deal with anything else. And so that's important to understand human behavior. Up here under control, this is really an idol, and it could be money, it could be I don't want to take any risk of any type, I just want to control others. Well, what happens is when you do this and you don't take on vulnerability, you actually are creating and exploiting others, people around you. You might be exploiting them verbally, might be exploiting them financially. We're really designed to flourish, and so this idea of flourishing is that Jesus came to be real and to love and to express and give us an example of having authority, fully living, and then also fully sacrificing. He came to serve, not to be served. And so as we think about flourishing, there's Solomon said, when a man works on his gift, it will bring him before great men and kings. So we should work on our talents. Each of us have a unique God-given talents, and to work on those skills and talents, it actually helps us flourish. And I love watching an athlete or a skilled musician or somebody who's crafted in their work. It's a beautiful thing to watch that and explore that and see how that performs. And you know, when somebody is being real and they are now in a healthy community, it says that when the righteous succeed, the city rejoices. They succeed because when they're excited because they're paying taxes, they're paying fair wages, and they're doing appropriate things in that flourishing. They're not trying to control other people, but they're developing skills, and we should all be seeking to be into that flourishing place. I hope this is helpful for you. Maybe it's one of those things that I've been thinking about for my children and my family and extended friends. I want to see them flourish, and I would love to see you flourish. If you'd like to have a conversation, you could reach out to me, Scott@stewardshipmatters.net.